Well, hi there, it's Brooke, and I have some fall dough bowls for you. I finally got some dough bowls done. I did some tier trays, and I went straight to dough bowls. So I'm excited to share this with you. I have, hi, come up here then. Okay, look. Rexy up here. Rexy. Look in the camera. Rexy. Rexy. What's that? What's that? Okay, good. I can't film when you're doing that. Can you be quiet now? Okay. You gonna stay up here with me? What? You come up here too? You jump up there? This is why you guys don't come downstairs when I film. Okay, hold still. Kiss? Thank you. You want a kiss? Thank you. Okay, you're not licking my lipstick, boy. So, I have 5 dough bowls and two chiweenies down here. They're both on me. I usually film downstairs and they can't come down there, so here we are. Let's get to dough bowling. This is my Decor Steels dough bowl, and probably the largest this way, but I do have one that's a little bit longer, and I always keep this piece of wood in here. Sometimes I don't, but usually if I'm setting anything, I keep it in here, and then it makes it a little more level, and gives it a little height, and I'm usually like putting garland or greenery around it so it covers it up really well. So for today, I grabbed these 2 grapevine pumpkins I just got at Micheals, and I still haven't taken the tags off yet. And then I have this bunch of mums from Hobby Lobby in this kind of like purpley blush color. It is one big bunch. I've cut them all off into individual flowers. First, just started with sticking some of these around the pumpkins and where I felt it needed something a little more. And then I was trying to decide what else I would like on here, and I ended up going with these wheat sticks from Hobby Lobby. Now these come in a group of 3, but I did take mine apart last year because I was using like one at a time and this and that on my tiered trays. But I did like the grouping of 3, so I kind of just grouped some 3s together here for the dough bowl, and everything's kind of a little bit bendy. So I started with adding them to like around with the flowers. And then I always kind of make sure that everything, like all the vines or sticks or whatever, are kind of hidden as best as they could be. Because you're more than likely going to be looking at it from the top, so you're probably not going to see as much of the vines. And then I still thought it was missing something back here, so I grabbed this other pick from Hobby Lobby. It just has these like rust colored beads on it, and I think this is half of it. I have 2 chunks, and I only bought 1, so I'm pretty sure I like pulled it in half or whatever. So I laid it off to this one side. So I was like, okay, I'll do the same with the other chunk, but just on this side. And I really didn't like that. So I like double layered it, kind of made it a little bit asymmetrical. And I was much happier with how that looked than having like one, you know, on each side. I was just really loving the asymmetrical look. And then I kind of dialed these up over here, and you can kind of bring these around and you can push that into the berries as much as you want. So there is my first dough bowl. I really just wanted to use kind of different colors than the normal like oranges and greens and yellows, and so a little untraditional with the blushy purple flowers. one I have is my Studio McGee dough bowl, and I usually like to keep this pretty simple. So for this one, I just grabbed 3 pumpkins. These happen to be the velvet ones from the Target dollar spot. If you wanted them a little higher, you could maybe put a little wood slice underneath. And then I just took 3 pieces of this greenery that comes on a big stem from Hobby Lobby. Added them to the dough bowl, and I just kept it very simple. I think this would look really pretty with all 3 of the same color, but I didn't have 3 of the same color. I just had 2 of the same color, but not 3. And you could do this way neutral if you wanted, or if you wanted to, you could put some like pine cones with it. But this is what I came up with it, and I just like the super simpleness of it. So this is a Hobby Lobby dough bowl, and it's usually in a section over by like their spheres and their potpourri and everything. And this sits downstairs on my cedar chest. And I'm kind of thinking about doing something like this downstairs with this dough bowl, but not exactly. So I grabbed both of my amber vases. I have kind of a big and a medium, or a small and a medium. I don't remember what other sizes they have. And my first pick for greenery was this like cream color stuff I picked up at Home. And I just kind of blossomed it out. And then I grabbed 2 of my orange Cosmos stems from Hobby Lobby and made them the height I wanted. And these bend really nice, so you can kind of shape them however you want. I do have my tag still on them. And so I just thought it looked really pretty, just kind of like hanging over there. And this stem is kind of facing backwards, where you can easily bend it the other way if you want it more towards you, or how, you know, ever you want to do it. And then I knew it needed something right here, and I went through probably about 10 to 15 different things, and I ended up on just this little pumpkin. But I liked it setting up. I just thought it added a little more dimension than just down, kind of hung funny on the tray. I really like the height this has. You could easily do this in the big dough bowl too, or a couple others that I have. This is what I'm kind of thinking for downstairs on my cedar chest, just maybe with different greenery. This is my long Kirklands dough bowl. I picked this up last Christmas, and so I believe this is the first time I've decorated it for fall. I was really trying to use those grapevine pumpkins on here, but it was just too long. I think if I would have had another one, I could have made it work, and I just thought the grapevine would look really nice with the black, but it just wasn't working, so I went to the little bit smaller dough bowl. But I think if you had 3 of those grapevine pumpkins, you could easily do something in here with them, or like 3 bigger pumpkins that you wanted to use. So I just took 2 of these kind of weedy picks. These are from the regular section at Hobby Lobby. And then this is my at-home little 3-pack of LED lights or candles, and they do have a timer, and then they do light up. Put 2 of them over here, kind of spread them in the, we're just going to call it wheat. Everything that looks like this in the fall is wheat, right? And then I just have 1 for over here. And then to go in the middle, I just grabbed this green pumpkin I have from Hobby Lobby. They also have this in orange and gray I saw, but I just thought the like vines on here went really good with this greenery. And then it kind of covers up that middle section a little bit. And then I took my little velvet squishy pumpkins and just kind of tossed them here and there to fill out in the like open spots kind of, and to cover up the stems a little bit. And there is my black dough bowl. I wasn't too sure about this. I really like the neutral of it with the little pop of green, but I don't know. It's not my favorite. I was struggling with this one, so I was trying to do something a little different than just lining up a bunch of pumpkins all the time. And so this is what I came up with, not using just a big bunch of pumpkins on there. So you'll have to let me know what you think. So this is another bowl or Kind of looks like a trough, I realized the other day. From Kirklands. I was struggling with this one too a little bit, but I really like what I came up with. So I grabbed a bunch of different pumpkins and I started kind of with this one, and then I grabbed like more burgundy ones and a few ones with bigger sizes. Once I was done kind of with that, things weren't fitting right. So for me, it worked out better if I grabbed similar sized pumpkins. I grabbed like this one, these like velvet ones from Target worked good. I got one of these striped ones from Hobby Lobby. This is that pick, and I did leave the stick on because it was just kind of working out nice to leave that on there. Another one of these dollar spot pumpkins, and then I also left the pick on here too, just to stick it in there. I think those would have sat in there nice enough, even if I didn't leave the sticks on. I've had a few where it's been helpful with the sticks on, and then these are off of those big sticks, and I just broke them all off, and I really like the extra little pop of like creamy white in there, just to kind of give some contrast to all the like browns and burgundies and rust and orange. And there is my trough of pumpkins. I was trying to do something different again, but this is what I like. I just like a bunch of pumpkins and some greenery in my dough bowls for the fall time. That is really what I'm into right now. Hopefully it gives you some inspiration. If you don't necessarily like pumpkins, maybe you could use something else that you have. If not, I'm sorry. Pumpkins is the word around here. Well, there's my 5 dough bowls. I hope you got some inspiration for the fall season if you have a dough bowl. I know a lot of you have told me you've been painting yours or staining yours. I think I have quite the collection. I'm just going to leave mine the way they are. They were all really fun to make. I did struggle with a few. It's been a little while since I've done dough bowls other than like this one. And then my Studio McGee one, I've just been keeping those like green succulent spheres in there all spring and summer. So my creative side of my brain got a little bit of a workout here. As always, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.